Hi guys, Keith Arkenberg Farms. It is the beginning of February, so that means it's time to start planting my onions. I've had a ton of questions recently on my bunching onions and back here behind me. So I'm going to show you how we actually plant them. It's not that difficult of a process, but it takes a very fine technique. So let me show you. So to start out, we start all of our starts 200 cell flats. These are typical ones. We're using our Dairy Dew potting mix, the seed starter, the 101. We're just going to lightly press it into the tray. Typically, you'll be more concerned about the outside edges than you do the center. The center usually packs pretty good. We're just doing a light pack. Give it a wipe. Then we come in with another flat, same size, put it on top, use a tray, and then give it a light press just to tamp it. So we're looking for about that much right there, 1/2 inch to 1/4 at most. So they're all full and flat and ready to start seeding. The next part is the most tricky part. Ideally, we want anywhere between 8 and 12 seeds in each of those cells. So if you've ever seen bunching onion seeds, they're little itty bitty tiny seeds. I mean, we're talking small. So you could just take a pinch and drop it in there and hope you're right. But I found a better way. The better way is to make a little scoop, which kind of looks like a crack pipe or something, but that's besides the point. Just a simple little wire nut, and then I took a piece of twist tie, twisted it around it, and then formed a handle. I actually used a little piece of tubing so I have something to hold on to. And then I actually, because believe it or not, this little teeny tiny wire nut right here holds too many seeds. So I actually had to pack it with paper and a little piece of tape to seal it off on top. Then I just taped around it like that and pushed it into my tube. So now I have my little scoop here that will hold roughly 8 to 12, maybe a few more seeds. So another option for this, if you don't have a gray wire nut, would just be find something really small in diameter. I mean, we're talking like smaller than pencil, like soda straw, maybe a smaller straw, but big enough that the onion seed will actually fit in. So I think the little swizzle sticks would probably be too small, but a small diameter straw, and you can actually probably bend it up and get the same effect. The trick is the cup size. The cup size is the most important. I looked through my measuring cup stuff, and I've got like 1/64 of a teaspoon measures, and they're too big for this. I mean, these seeds are small and they fill this thing up quick. But either way, after we got that, we go ahead and start seeding. And it's pretty simple. I put them in the cup because they're easier to get to. You just scoop in, fill it up, dump them in. Then repeat. Biggest trick is making sure your cup's pretty much full. I'm not really concerned about the placement inside of the cells. I just want them in the cells, and I want about that many. So we're just going to do and repeat. So now the final step with this is just going to top it with some soil. Just get everything covered up so it can get watered in and then go into the germination chamber. Now you might be asking yourself, why, oh why are you going through that much effort to plant bunching onions that you can easily put in a seeder and just wheel down the row? So let me show you. This is the reason why I take so much effort seeding these out in advance. Not only do I get a jump start in the season, but I can plant them in landscape fabric. The great thing about that is we're not looking for the little pencil size bunching onions. We're looking for, thumb and bigger. We want those things to get big. And the idea with that is I'm spending a little bit of time up front to actually seed them out, and then I'll have to transplant these in these holes. These are actually 6 inches in row, down the row, and then 5 inches in between each row. So we get roughly 400 bunches of bunching onions on a 40-foot bed. We sell those at $4.50 a piece. So you do the math right there, that's almost $1,600 worth of bunching onions off of one of these 40-foot beds. So that's the reason. On top of that, when they're in landscape fabric, I don't have to even worry about weeding these. I don't go through and harvest all these at one point in time. We will pull 20 to 40 of them a week to sell at the market as fresh bunching onions. So I'm not worried about it. I just march my way down the bed and just crop out as I go. When I get to the end, we're out and we're done for the season. But that's specifically why we spend so much time up front, because these will be here all season long. These are not going to go anywhere. Once they're in the ground, they're going to be here until the very end. So if you haven't seen the video I did on harvesting bunching onions and cleaning them, go ahead and check it out. Did it a couple months ago last season. I believe it's called Harvesting Bunching Onions or something of that nature. But wanted to do this quick one and show you all today because I've been getting a lot of questions on it. So hope you all like what you saw today. Thought it was useful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank y'all. Have a good day.